10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. Right around the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard. Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
34-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Stafford now to throw. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go play action with Eason. And this will be caught by Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 25-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Gain of 2. Brings up 6.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Stafford. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 49. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
First and 10, Eason. A tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Gain of 32.
Give him 32 on the play.
Chicago.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force makes everything even.
False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Stafford throwing quickly. Complete out wide. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down, Muhammad. He finds some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 12-yard line. A big play on third down for the Lions. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Muhammad, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
14-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bears 21, Lions 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got
his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun is Eason. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bears 21, Lions 7.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Bears.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And it will stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, Muhammad, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it'll be second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Bears' 37-yard line.
On second and 1, Stafford. Amendola catching it right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Good for a Lion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down now, Muhammad, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 16, Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. Nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. That's out to the left, flat and complete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Being chased out left, and now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play.
Got his man, and it's caught for the Chicago touchdown. John Mooney on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bears 28, Lions 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
DeAndre Swift, 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
To see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Eason. Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Eason to throw. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Komet with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears will extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the
after the run. Now Stafford going to throw. They'll buy some time right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, Muhammad. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the... And look at this, it's a fake. pass turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, it's Patterson. And some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
The 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears continue to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
At the 31-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bears. He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. It's Amendola. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked up near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A first throw for the backup, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping them.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And a pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jalen Johnson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Bears 1st down.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down. Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.